TikTok just released a massive algorithm update for the summer of 2025, and if you make the changes that I share with you in this video, it's going to skyrocket your reach. But if you ignore these changes and skip just any of them, it's going to be the reason that your views fall off a cliff right now. In fact, I just used these things to start this brand new TikTok right here, and I gained over 15,000 followers in just 10 days. And guess what? I literally only worked for like 2 or 3 minutes a day on this TikTok, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did in this video so you can take advantage of the current TikTok algorithm. Now, the first thing you need to change is how you're actually deciding what content you should be making. I'm talking about the topic, I'm talking about the hook, I'm talking about what you write in the description, and I'm even talking about the length of the video. So what you need to make sure that you do now is you need to prove to yourself that whatever you're going to post about is something that people have engaged with in at least the last 7 days. So here's how you're actually going to figure this out. Let's say that we come over here right now and we do a search for something like how to eat an artichoke. What we want to make sure that we see is that there are recent videos that have gone viral. If we come under here, we'll see this video is from March. This video is from 2023, 2024, 2023, 2024, 2022. So there are not a lot of trending videos under here. This is a very bad sign. Instead, what we want to see is we want to see something like when we look up Bitcoin. If we look up Bitcoin right here, what we're going to see is a bunch of recent videos. 5 days ago, 1 day ago, 1 hour ago, and if we keep scrolling down, we'll keep seeing more recent content. What you want to make sure of is that you're seeing content that has gotten a lot of reach recently on that same exact topic. Now, if you don't see anything the first time you do a search for anything, don't freak out, because you're also going to want to check all of these different terms right here, and then all of the terms that show up on the right-hand side, if there are any. Sometimes some show up on the right-hand side and it says other things people have searched for, and you're going to want to make sure you're paying attention to that, because what this is going to reveal to you is it's going to say, yeah, you're going down the right rabbit hole, but you got one word wrong or 2 words wrong. And what you'll notice is that adding those 1 or 2 words or removing those 1 or 2 words from the content you create gives you a drastic difference in how many views you actually end up getting. So you can actually determine how many views you're going to get on TikTok before you ever even post. In addition to that, this is going to reveal to you what keywords you need to put in your hook, what keywords you need to put in your description, how long your video should be, because you can look at those videos that have done really well and you can steal what they're doing. Now, no, I'm not literally saying steal what they're doing, but you could start with what they're doing and make it better. You want to make the content around the same length, same keywords in your description, and you need to make sure that your hook and your videos are actually better than those videos that are showing up. Because if you're able to make that happen, the TikTok algorithm is going to reward you, give you more views, give you more followers, and you'll be able to get monetized on TikTok in a very short period of time. Now that was just change number 1, the actual topic that you're choosing. The next thing that we need to move to is the first 3 seconds of your video. You should be spending 90% of your time coming up with the right topic, but then also coming up with the right hook for your video. Because if you don't do this correctly, what's going to end up happening is people aren't going to watch your content. I want you to think about this. People, 1, are going to get shown your content based off of the topic that you choose, but whether or not they choose to actually stay and watch your video is going to be solely dependent on the first 3 seconds. Nobody is making it to the middle of the video and then deciding that. Nobody's making it to the end of the video and then deciding that. They're choosing that in the first 3 seconds. So what you need to make sure is happening is 1, you have a very good text hook up on the screen. 2, you have something visually appealing that's happening for the viewer. And 3, whatever you're saying also needs to be hooking them in. And those 3 things need to be working together to get them to say, yes, I'm interested in this. And 2, I'm curious about what's going to happen next. Let me give you a few examples. So if we scroll over to TikTok and come to my For You page, I'm going to show you why these videos actually work. Okay, so if we look at this video right here, just stumbled upon this waterfront beachside hangout in Manhattan. This gets people to ask themselves 2 questions. 1, where is this? What is this? And I'm incredibly curious because this looks beautiful. So what ends up happening? People end up getting hooked in and watch the video. This one right here, there's no text on the screen, but we've got 2 people sitting next to each other. The description says betrayal, and it makes me think, what on earth is about to happen here? If we scroll to the next video, we're going to see pretty much the same thing. What is she doing? She's sitting here clapping. She's sitting in front of this. We could see some text here that says, cheering myself on for being consistent on TikTok for 21 days straight, gaining 320 new besties so far, and still pushing to hit 1,000 to join the TikTok creator program. Now, as we can see here, this video went viral. This video went viral because she's clapping, but also because by the time that I'm done reading this text, the video's over and the video has looped. Now, if we come to this next one, this is an ad, but if we load up this next video right here, and I'm going to pause this and give it a second, what are we going to see? The same exact thing. We have some hook here. We see that she clapped here. We see that she's talking about a TikTok algorithm update and she's in her car. All four of these things combine to actually hook us in, and these are what these creators are doing subconsciously. You'll see a lot of people are doing things with their hands. A lot of people are putting themselves in weird situations. A lot of people are putting text on the screen, putting comments on the screen, and all these things add up to making a good first 3 seconds that actually makes somebody think, I'm going to watch this because this looks interesting and this looks a little bit different. Now, there are still 3 other things that this current TikTok algorithm really cares about, and they're only going to keep getting more and more important. But before we get into them, I need you to smash that subscribe button if you want to grow faster on TikTok and you want to get monetized in 2025, because I want to help you do that. Now, change number 3 is you need to be focused on the length of content that you are creating, because here's the deal. You could choose the right topic of content, but if you choose the wrong length, what ends up happening is you don't actually get the audience that you want, because what TikTok is doing is they're classifying viewers based on the topic of content that they watch, but also the length. So let's say that 10,000 people watch NFL content that's over a minute long, but NFL content that's less than 10 seconds long, there's 2 million people that watch that. That's what's actually happening within your niche, and that's what's actually happening within different topics in your niche. Now, in order to actually find the best length for whatever content you're uploading, you're going to want to go back to step 1, where we're figuring out the topic by doing searches on TikTok, and you are going to want to look at the top viewed videos, and what you're going to find is they're probably going to be around the same length. If they're not, then well, this actually opens up a really good opportunity for you to be able to make 2 videos about the same topic, but make one of them longer and one of them shorter. But just remember, you need to be doing your due diligence in order to figure out whether or not you're actually choosing the right length, because if not, you could be thinking you're going after a viral topic, but you're not doing it in the right way, so you're going to end up in the wrong bucket where not as many people are going to view your content. Now, the 4th change that I need you to make is I need you to stop spending so much time editing your content. If you spend more than like 5 minutes editing your TikToks, you're doing something drastically wrong, because that means you're not putting in enough effort into the topic, into the first 3 seconds, into the length, and into actually thinking, did I actually choose the right video to make? You need to stop spending so much time editing. The only thing you should be focused on when you edit is 1, that there is a clip change every 2 to 4 seconds. 2, that you are getting rid of any silences in the video and you're not having any dead space. For example, you touching the camera in the beginning, delete that. You touching the camera at the end, delete that. Anytime you stutter, anytime you pause, anytime you mess up, delete that. People do not want to see that. And then in addition to that, you need to make sure that to some degree you are showing what you are telling. That's why I keep switching between me talking to the camera and me being on my laptop actually showing you things, because I'm both showing and I'm telling, which is a way more better way for me to be able to actually explain things to you. And there are so many different ways that you could do this. You could do this by literally writing things on a whiteboard, by writing things on a piece of paper. You could do this by having a water bottle in front of you. You could do this by holding up a weird object the entire time, which has the person wondering, what on earth are they holding that for? You could do it with a pen. You could hold a cucumber. You could hold a carrot. There are so many different ways that you could do this. In fact, here are a few of my favorites. Now, here are some perfect examples of how you could actually do this. If we come over to Mike right here, once this loads, and we scroll down a little bit, we'll see he did this video right here that got over 240,000 views. The way that he did this very easily in this video was he literally just took screenshots of what he was talking about and then green screened himself over that. Anybody can do this. If we come over to somebody like Healthy Emmy, she does this in a little bit more complex of a way. For example, by holding up what a pound of fat looks like. And guess what? That grabs people's attention. It acts as a prop. Or we could see what Meredith did in this video right here that got over 230,000 views. She has a text hook on the screen, and then if we fast forward a little bit in the video, she's doing this with a piece of paper where there's step 1, and then clearly people want to stay for step 2. There are so many different ways for you to be able to make your content more visually appealing and to hook people in for a way longer period of time, and these are going to drastically increase the amount of views that you get because it's way more educational, it's way more entertaining, and at the end of the day, it's edutainment, which is what you need to be going after. Now, this brings me to the last and most important thing that you need to make sure that you're doing, and that is that you need to be making a series out of your content. Look at this. This post did fine. This post did fine. But where did my content really start to take off? 300,000 views, 80,000 views, 230,000 views, and a bunch of other videos that are doing really well was when I started to turn my content into a series. Secret AI websites that you need to know, part 1. Things you didn't know you could do with AI, part 71. I turned it into a series, and what this does is makes it really easy for the TikTok algorithm to keep showing my content to the right people, makes it really easy for me to be able to create content, and as you can see, it's allowed me to gain a ton of followers in a really short period of time, be able to monetize this TikTok in a really short period of time, and you can literally copy this same exact strategy, no matter what niche you're in, skyrocket your reach right now, skyrocket your views, get more followers, and ultimately begin to make money from TikTok. Because it's easier than ever before right now for you to be able to grow a following on TikTok so long as you're doing the 5 things that I just shared with you in this video. And if you want to work with me one-on-one to grow faster on TikTok, get monetized on TikTok so you can ultimately change your life and start to take advantage of this opportunity that you know exists, well, please keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on TikTok and this organic reach that we're currently seeing is not going to last for forever. And the only 2 things holding you back from getting the followers that you deserve right now on TikTok and the followers that you want is 1, you haven't implemented the steps that I share with you in this video to help you get more followers, and 2, you haven't gotten into my TikTok mentorship program yet, where I literally am going to guarantee that I help you get more followers in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. And the way that this works is I'm going to tell you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use to guarantee that you get more followers in the next 30 days. If that sounds interesting, then please go to the link in the description below and get signed up right now. The average person that's gone through this program has gained over 50,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 6,500 followers if they implemented everything that I share with them. And since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're above average. So the odds of you gaining over 50,000 followers is probably quite high. And it doesn't matter what your background is or what your niche is. This program is going to help you get more results faster and easier. If you're struggling right now to grow on TikTok, you need to get into this because every single day that you wait, it's only going to get harder to grow. So what are you waiting for? Go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. You literally have absolutely nothing to lose. You're going to get more followers on TikTok, or you're going to get your money back. In fact, this creator just went through this program and gained over 10 million followers. This creator over 14 million, and this creator over 16 million. And I want you to be my next success story. So please stop procrastinating, invest in yourself now, and get the TikTok followers that ultimately you deserve. Or I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.